most people throw their emotions on each other and that, but I thought, why not do it on a canvas? That's how I actually first started. When I first started painting, I couldn't speak till I was like 4. So at the age of about 2 to 3, I started painting. And that was a way of expressing myself. And then I actually was able to release the stress, because it's stressful because you're trying to talk, but you can't express yourself. And then eventually at the age of 4, I started speaking. And now I can't stop. I can't stop speaking.
Aiden Lee also can't stop doing this. His world swirls in colors and canvases, an enthusiasm that's infectious.
And now you just want to just grab it, pick it up, and just place it in a spot. Like butter. You just want to put it in spots.
Oh, look at that.
I caught up with Aiden at his home studio in Oakville. He insisted I create an encaustic painting with him.
For people who don't know what encaustic is, explain that, because that's what we're doing right now.
So encaustic is just like an artistic term, or technically a scientific term, of waxworks.
I guess once you started or discovered art as a way to express yourself, you really ran with that.
Oh no, yeah. As soon as I discovered it, I just didn't stop. Like, I remember I just kept painting, and just like, I didn't even know what to do. So then I even went online and started learning the encaustic, for example, but I also learned people use watercolors. And then I learned about like famous people, like my idols, Pablo Picasso, Mark Rothko, and Bob Ross. I love Bob Ross.
His pieces have been on exhibit around the world, from this original hanging in the Iroquois Ridge Library in his hometown of Oakville to Special Olympics in Sweden.
The most common question I get asked is, do you sell your paintings?
Okay.
Now here's a very important question to anyone who wants to ever buy one. I don't sell my work. I'd rather make a painting based on you, rather than buying something that I did based on the emotion that I felt at the current time. Rather do it based on your personality and your feelings, and make it a personal painting rather than just buying one. What I want to do is that I want to add just a touch of yellow,
But what Aiden seems most passionate about is sharing his love of art with others. He posts instructional videos online, but he also teaches art in schools.
My dream is to teach art everywhere. That's just I just love that, because, again, people having a rough time don't know how to express themselves. They can go there, they can come to my class, they can first see it, see how it goes, and then if they like it, they can do it again.
How far away have you gone to teach art?
Kenya. That is the farthest I've ever been.
What was that like?
That was pretty interesting, because they didn't know what art classes were. But I mean, it's not too hard to describe. It's basically just expressing yourself. The last orphanage I went to, which was a disability orphanage, I remember going there and I was telling them they should try this, they should try doing this art. And then I told them I had autism, and they're like, wait, what? You have autism? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, wow. Because, it just needs some time. You just need time and patience, and people who are having a rough time, they can just, if they're having a rough time, they can either A, try art, or B, maybe find something that helps them express themselves.
You are so open about having autism, ADHD, you told me earlier.
And anxiety,
and
AAA.
That's all stuff that I think lots of people might not be so open about sharing.
Not accepting yourself leads to many problems. Not accepting yourself, you don't know who you are. How will I do stuff if, I don't think I can? That leads to doubt. Because I remember going through a phase where I didn't know how to express myself, and I didn't know what to do at my young age. And then I found my passion and my way of expressing myself.
That self-expression was on full display at the recent We Day celebrations in Toronto. Aiden was part of a lineup of speakers chosen to motivate and inspire thousands of students in attendance, a potential challenge for someone who struggles with anxiety.
So you spoke in front of thousands of students at We Day. What was that like?
I just imagined everyone was color and emotions and basically just the feeling that they feel on the inside. And, you know, when I did that, I saw everyone knows what I feel, and everyone can understand how letting your emotions out is really important. Because I remember near the end where I told them to make a heart, and I remember looking from left to right, just seeing everyone holding up their hearts, showing that they were listening and that they understood. They were like so proud.
So what is it about art that makes you so passionate?
I could express myself. That's the important thing about my art. Expressing yourself is such an important thing because, you know, I had so much anger and so much, I was so upset, but when I did it, I could just throw it onto the canvas and calm myself down. And when I did that, at the age of 4, so like the next year after painting, I started to speak because I didn't have too much stress on my hands. I actually could express myself freely.
A young artist sharing his passion with anyone who'll listen to a message worth hearing.
Instead of attacking each other, we should help each other, and rather throwing your emotions on each other, throw it onto a canvas. So then, I guess the basic thing you could say is to make the world a better place, to help this world out. Because we all need to just express ourselves rather than throwing it onto each other.